Hello and welcome back to our Let's Play of Kaiserreich Victoria 2 mod. Let's start it up. Let's get going. Let's conquer Asia as Japan. So, I turned up the music a little bit. Let me guys know how it sounds, because in my headset it sounds normal, but I'll have to listen to it later, I guess. But just let me know what you guys think. If I should turn the music down or turn it up more. I mean, really, it's up to you guys. I really don't care. Just because I've listened to this music a billion times, playing on all the other mods for the other games. So, last time we left off, we seized Outer Manchuria and Pogeby from the Russian Whites. The Russians were defeated, and the Soviet Union now reigned supreme over the Russian Empire. So, I think I was trying to renew our alliance with the British, so that way that you know, the two most important island empires can reign supreme and fight those evil Germans. So I just got a battle cruiser. I got the very first battle cruiser in the entire fleet. Where'd it go? The hell? Battleship, battleship, destroyers, cruisers. I don't see it, guys. Oh, it's on the very bottom. Battle cruiser. Okay. A battle cruiser is only 3. I can get a couple more battle cruisers. Let's see. Let's compare the battle cruiser. I'm actually building a dreadnought. Oh, here we go. Mao Zedong. A young communist and revolutionary, has been growing in prominence in recent months. It seems increasingly like the old order is going to come crashing down, swept away by the growing red tide. Also, if you just noticed, China just took this back from Tibet. Let's see if I can ally these guys. Nope. To increase my sphere of influence. Oh, also, if I hadn't mentioned, if any of you guys play Tropico, or know of my Tropico Let's Play, way back when, or not even way back when, but this mod, the mod creators added Tropico to, to the Caribbean, which I thought is awesome. It's a presidential dictatorship under El Presidente. But yeah, it was really funny that they added that. I'm actually really glad. Apparently the United Kingdom's at war, because they've issued war bonds. Who are you at war with? They're at war with the French. The Netherlands and Spain. Why? Over what? Spanish conquest of Duramo. And apparently Portugal became a fascist dictatorship. So the countries of Europe are falling to fascism, and Britain's fighting the French dictatorship. More glory to Britain. Actually, I'll send them money. How much money do you think? 600 war subsidies, and I'm making more than that, which is completely fine. So, looks like the Republic of China has become, you know, powerful, as in a great power. I don't know if their military will hold up against mine. Tibet. Also, I can do a new, a voting fee. Let's do censored press. Here we go. Meetings, public meetings. We'll allow public meetings. People can debate issues in public. They just can't talk about it. They can't, you know what I mean. But it's gonna become a time soon where I can invade Manchuria. Xinjiang is in the sphere of the Soviet Union. So the Republic of China is very powerful. I think. Not really, actually. Yeah, let's bring Tropico into sphere of influence, because, you know, we're good friends with El Presidente. I'm gonna try and play both sides of the fence here between Germany and the United Kingdom, and maybe something will happen. No one will accept my alliances. Wow, Germany just annexed all of its border countries. That's ridiculous. What's hilarious is the Soviet Union has claims on all of this land. Let's actually look and see the claims. There you go. Soviet Union claims all this land. And Bulgaria as its cultural ally. It claims all this land too. Manchuria, the Republic of China claims all of this. Then they have casus bellis on me and China and England. So total annexation of China. Wonder how long that would take. War between the German Empire and Siam. Oh yeah, I was bringing these guys into my sphere, I think. I was trying to. They won't accept, but once I bring them into the sphere, they'll accept, and then this actually, I can use this as an excuse to go to war with China. I can intervene, yeah, whatever. Where is it? Show wars, here we go. Wow, that war ended in 20 seconds. Wait. Huh. I guess that war ended immediately. Siam just gave up modern day Laos. Just without a fight. So let's bring Siam into my sphere of influence. And yeah, all good stuff will happen. Oh look, a shitty tank. Go there. So once we have to wait until 1931, and then we can invade Manchuria, and then I believe there's a decision to invade Mongolia afterwards. And then once we have the northern border secured, we can charge into China from all directions. We can swoop into Southeast Asia and bring the Germans to their knees in Vietnam. And with Siam as our ally. Whoa. I wonder if they'll make the Netherlands release Indonesia. Nope. Acquire the Sudan Islands. Acquire Gambia. And Spain is basically just wants to colonize and conquer Portugal. So, but that's the affairs of the West. Oh wow, England's actually being invaded. They won't accept. So we lost a whole bunch of conservatives and gained a whole bunch of everything else. Siam. Tropico. But yeah, German Empire is huge. They're a Goliath in Europe right now. Doesn't look like there'll be a David either to defeat the Goliath. Unless you think it's France. England's actually getting occupied by the Netherlands, I think. Unless their army was just defeated. I would help the British, but there's nothing, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. The British are meanwhile occupying. Oh, the war ended. And basically they said, hey Spain, just take it all. Other than that, I don't think they got anything else. Nope. Portugal is dying quickly. Spain's Majesty's government will remain resolute. And why don't you ally with me? You just don't like me? God, I have like great relations with the British. The Raj fear. The Raj newspaper started their nation. They don't like China. What's hilarious is China can kick the Raj's ass. I mean, even though they'd call in England, and England would call the Dominions to war. Also, I like how this game you can actually, like, free Pakistan. Just find it very amusing. And Burma. So the British Raj, British India. So very soon, in a couple of years here, we'll be able to invade. Yeah, the Navy, the aircraft carrier. But you also need to, you know, do the carrier battle group and whatnot. So in a couple of years, we'll have access to an aircraft carrier. And then the real, you know, Imperial Japanese Navy can take form. Even though it is pretty powerful right now. Is that Dreadnought finished? It did. And the Dreadnought takes up less supply than the battleship. Sweet. Yokohama Harbor. So I can look at the manpower result, or the manpower pool I can draw from. And it's not there. And these two armies can combine. It's not there. It must be this army right here. Yep. Not enough people. Let's disband that undermanned pop brigade. There we go. So I'm almost back up to full strength of my navy when it was you know, normal. So the IGN, the Imperial Japanese Navy ship Satsuma, has been commissioned and has been built. So if I build another battleship, actually I can't afford it, but I can afford some steam transports. Let's get 3 of them. That way we can move troops around quickly across the Pacific. So I believe in 1929/1930 the units change over to the sprites from the DLC, which is like the interwar period DLC. War between Italy and Austria-Hungary. It's a shame. They're gonna get their asses handed to them. The Italians have no chance. The Italians do have a chance with Spain and France on their side, but the Ottoman Empire is joined, and unless France actually gets on it, they're gonna be dead. We'll just add Tibet to the sphere of influence. Man, I got the hiccups. So, Tibet, they're now our good friends. They're in my sphere, but they won't accept an alliance. They don't like me that much. Sad. The British still won't accept an alliance. It's probably because they have too many great allies, great power allies. It's ridiculous. Oh, good. All 3 of the fleet have been built. Let's move them here, and I still have 3 to spare. Actually, I can build 1 more battle cruiser with this. So let's build a battle cruiser. Where'd those guys? Oh, they're right there. So my fleet is back up to what it was at the beginning of the game. The Kotetsu. Kotetsu. I'm also the 4th great power now. My military is, it's actually the 4th largest in the game, which is crazy. I can invade Manchuria in 1931. I can also just execute the rebels and actually have like a picture from World War I of soldiers being executed. Korea, Siberia, ooh. I could still release Siberia as a puppet state. Here. Problem is, like, tons of Japanese people live in Pogabay. And they're all oil miners. Or, yeah, oil miners, but... And this is all coal. So I think it's better to keep this. Let's just, focus on... Oh, I can't actually send immigrants there. I don't know. Encourage soldiers in Vladivostok. I can actually hire a few. Let's get some troops. Let's get some Manchu regulars. There we go. That'll come in handy. Help me invade your own people. Actually, a lot of Ainu. Can I get Ainu? Yeah, Ainu Guard. They're crazy. They're cool as shit, too. Sorry, my lights are flickering. I don't know why. Don't want my power to go out when I'm in the middle of doing this. That would be bad, to say the least. So I'm thinking I should build like a fort wall, but it's really not necessary unless it's like Port Arthur. I could see building a fort there just in case. So the British actually have a base in China. The Germans have a base in China as well, and so do I. I have Port Arthur here. Oh, someone passed me. The Soviet Union. How dare they? I beat you once, Russia. I'll beat you again. I actually probably could defeat them. They only have 36,000 men here. I have, I don't know, 40-ish. More like 48,000 men. Plus an additional, like, 100,000 just hanging around in Japan. Getting close, guys. We're getting real close. So excited. Can't wait to invade Manchuria. How many times have you guys heard that before? War between Austria and Hungary. Oh, shit. That was an event. Whoa! The Austro-Hungarian Empire just collapsed. So what's the goal? Oh, Austria is just straight up going to annex Hungary. So Austria-Hungary, the Dominion has collapsed. The only thing that is left is the Slavic Dominion and Austria, because the Italians actually defeated them. So they're going to try and restore order to Hungary and take it all. Let's add Tropico to my sphere. Maybe I can see El Presidente. Alright, let's zoom in here. Nope. I just... El Presidente! Actually, some Danish people that live there. I'm actually curious to see how this war will go. I wonder if they'll ally me. No. There's secondary power, actually. I could influence them. I think Hungary will lose this war. The combined power of Austria and the Slavs, I think, will be enough to defeat Hungary. So we do get like rocket artillery, we get like rocket trucks and shit. Which one of these I get? I can't remember. One of these you get armor support. One of these you actually get like troop carriers. I think it's when it must be when it ticks over to must be when it ticks over to 1930, because I've been playing as France, you know, not recording, and the mechanized infantry divisions are just so awesome, very easy to use. I still have troops arriving, and these troops, okay, they can all just meet very quickly. So I'll have another army ready. Yeah, nothing super ridiculous. Just hardened guards. Good, and there's the last battle cruiser to fill my cap. The Choyo Dagata. Oh no, the Wall Street crash. So, there you go, guys. Wall Street has collapsed. And it's the beginning of the Depression, 1929. Sad, but very historically accurate. People are jumping out of high-rises and in Manhattan as we speak. Right here, Long Island, New York City. They're just jumping out of buildings. There you go. Wall Street blues. The ripple effect of the Wall Street crash has begun to set into our country. Never before has there been such an economic calamity globally. If capitalism is to survive, then free market governments must act quickly to restore confidence in the markets and help the industries. Why the bankers? Why always the bankers? The Great Depression until 1939, giving the following effects. Factory costs more, 35% less stuff is being made, and owning a factory is way more expensive. So that doesn't seem to have fucked our economy at all, though. It just means people are making less. Let's see how that affects our population. In the budget tab, the poor are getting screwed. Everyone else, everyone's getting their everyday needs, and I'm actually going to increase defense spending. So we didn't change too much. The fascist faction's growing more and more powerful. Let's see, who are they? They're just the fascists. They're growing pretty powerful. But the imperialist faction is in complete control. They have the majority of any party. So, we'll hold on to our thingamabobber. Our government. The German Empire expands. Jesus, what have they gotten now? Oh, they annexed Austria. So that was it. Austria lost the war. They collapsed, and I guess they asked Germany to be annexed. So the Germans happily did. Look at that blob. The Slavic Dominion. It's basically Yugoslavia. It's all done. They just need to conquer Serbia, and they're golden. I've never played as Bulgaria. It's been very tempting, though. Like, play as Bulgaria. Now Germany's uber powerful. Like, ridiculously powerful. Cannot be stopped powerful. Look at that. They're like 2,000 points ahead of the UK. Well, France is literally on the way out. They have no manpower. They have 26 army strength. Look at that. That's sad. The Italians are a great power after winning that war. My army is bigger than China's army. Crazy. My navy's bigger than China's navy, though. So that's what really counts. What are we building? We're building an aeroplane. Just gotta wait for it to be done. Oh, good. We can do radar. Oh, and all these have been unlocked. Awesome. We can start researching stuff again. Long live the Empire of Japan. We've gained Port Arthur as a core. So there it is. Empire of Japan. I now have cores on it. I also have cores on Manchuria when I invade the fuck out of them. Which is in a year. And just says Manchuria. So I'll wait till 1931, and then I'll invade. Otherwise I'll just invade anyway. There'll be nothing they can possibly do to stop me. Where's my fleet? My fleet's a little slow. There they are. There's a lot of ships, man. The Grand Battle Fleet. There we go. And you'll land in Kimchik. That way I can take all these, we can take all these border provinces at once. I'll be able to seize these 3 almost immediately. The Japanese High Seas Fleet. And instead I'm gonna base them in Incheon. Actually, I'm gonna base them in Busan. The Busan perimeter. So now we wait. We actually have troops on Taiwan too that can invade the Chinese mainland. Let's build more troops. Let's build airplanes as well. Let's get some planes. So did these guys tick over yet? I think they tick over in 1931 to like the World War II Japanese uniforms that we all know and love. These are like the Imperial Guard. If you guys have ever watched the Last Samurai, you'll notice that the guards look like that. The Imperial Army looks like that. What are we building? An airplane that we can't get fuel for. Fears of the Empire of Japan. We're afraid of Germany. Damn right, look at the size of them. Would you guys be afraid if you saw Germany that large? I think you would. Come on, 1931. One invade. Come on, 1931. I still think British India should have defeated Afghanistan and just annexed them to the British Raj. Istanbul. The Ottoman Empire. Actually a very strong Ottoman Empire, but not strong enough to take the Suez Canal from Britain. The British are still strong, even in their old age. Britain is very powerful. Oh good, we got more soldiers in Thailand, or Taiwan. Not in Thailand, this is Thailand. This depression's not too bad. I thought it'd be worse, but look at all the factories we have that are opened and filled. Let's increase all these to level 2. And let's increase these. We're still building. Look at that. It's crazy. My economy's on the upswing. Contrary. This Great Depression isn't so bad. I'm making about the same amount of money. I have like $8 million in the bank. I don't get it. It just says Manchuria. So, do our troops tick over yet? I don't know when they tick over. So instead, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to justify a war to establish a protectorate in Manchuria. Because I don't understand what it just means by Manchuria. Because it's already 1941. I have to be a great power, and it just says Manchuria. So, I don't know. Beta will always be beta. So, maybe that event is just missing. But I'm going to declare war, and I will conquer them. Either way, in 1941, we will have a war. And we will claim Manchuria for the Empire. It's only going to take us like 90 days to fucking make up some bullshitty crisis. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it's gonna take a little bit longer now. It's still only gonna take 90 days. There's nothing China. China's actually at war with Xinjiang. For what reason? I don't know where this country is. Jan Mayen. Sounds like they're a Danish country, but I don't know where the fuck they are. Scotland? Denmark, Denmark, Denmark. UK. Denmark. I want to look. Let's look in the ledger. No, not in the ledger. Close. Find. Jan. Oh my god, they're all the way up here. From the Union? Whoa. Sure. Sure. Go ahead. So these guys are literally living on top of the world. I don't know if this is